Thank you for choosing Xethon Dating Service. Here at Xethon, we know that scientifically, your perfect match is somewhere within the known universe. The trick is simply finding them. You have signed up to use the systematically pivoting, energetic emphasis device, which our engineers have lovingly labeled the S.P.E.E.D data. Once you and the other 999 participants are strapped in, we will use your submitted data, in combination with the S.P.E.E.D data's rotating chambers, to bring you face-to-face with a potential partner. Thanks to the Xethon trademarked restraints, none of you will be able to move, so you can be as brutally honest or artificially nice as you wish. After 9 rotations, you may attempt to pick a partner. If they pick you as well, you will both be released from the S.P.E.E.D data and moved to Stage 2. If you do not like anyone, you can take another round in the S.P.E.E.D data, until you find your match. If at any time you wish to stop participating in the S.P.E.E.D data, you can. Just imagine yourself pressing that big red button above you, and you will be taken out of the rotation. Refunds will not be provided. All 1,000 entities have been strapped in and accounted for. The program will begin shortly. So just remember, Xethon, for when love is too hard.
Wow, that was disorienting. So, you're the first aid? What am I saying? You obviously are. I'm Zeppy. What's your name? Cool. I think my second cousin's fourth wife's uncle's brother's president has that name. Do you know them? No? That's a shame. Anyway, I'm Zeppy. When I was little, I always wanted to race my Clusies, and now I do. It is my passion. I have to take a few stimulants all the time to keep pace with them, reaction time and all that, and apparently that's led to a few side effects. People tell me I'm really hyper, but I don't see it. What about you? What do you do for a living? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool. So, I was looking for someone who... Whoa, the light above you just changed colors. Wait, does that mean that...
Fascinating. One would think meaningful bonds could not be formed in that short of a time frame, yet Xethon has a relatively good return record. Oh, I'm sorry. I was engrossed in my research. My people call me Starhopper. I'm a scientist. I wanted to partake in this speed dater to acquire a better understanding of various aliens' muses on love. I should state that I have a closed recorder on my person, and every sound you make may or may not be published in a scientific paper. Do you consent to being recorded? Very good. As the observer and a subject, I am an interesting variable in this experiment. Therefore, I'd request that you lead this engagement. Would you list some hobbies or interests, and allow me to assign value to them? Very good. The light changed. I suppose I should spend less time.
Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this. We just have to move quick. I'll go first. I'm Pliff. I've gotten a few comments on my body, and yes, I'm semi-tangible. When I focus, I can become entirely ethereal and phase through most surfaces. Although, these bindings must be made of something special because I cannot go through them. Anyway, I like short walks, warm hugs, and spending time one-on-one. What about you? That last bit sounds pretty interesting. Do you normally do that outside, or? Huh. I've never heard of doing it that way. But I suppose there are plenty of things I haven't heard of. I'd love to learn with you. Yeah, really. My first dates were pretty bland. So if they're the average, then you're a shoo-in for my pick. Well, that's our time. See you soon.
Oh, what's a pretty thing like you doing in a place like this? Your voice. It's like bliss walk the air. What do you say we get out of here, and you show me what else that mouth can do? The pleasantry is, well, I'm Keely. I'm sure you can tell what I am. No, inexperienced, aren't we? My race is called Lorella, but we're better known for our actions. We are quite notorious in bedrooms everywhere. And I assure you, I am very adept for my kind. What about you? Do they moan your praises on your home planet? Really? I have to say, I didn't expect that from you. Well then, let's cut to the chase. Pick me and we can have lots of fun together. I'm thinking the District Orgy on Hallows, but for a first time, I'll let you pick what we do. There's the ding. Remember, cue.
Greetings, 5th Date. I am DA-15. I was an onboard personality for a space freighter, but thanks to a random radiation flare, I became sentient. I adopted this body, and I'm trying to explore my consciousness. I learned that love is traditionally considered to be a large part of being alive. Hence, my appearance here. What about you? Incredible. Have all the members of your race experienced a similar story, or just you? Interesting. You have certainly piqued my interest, Organic. Sadly, I cannot return any talk of hobbies or interests. I've only been alive for a few days. The only thing of note I've done took place approximately 4 hours into my consciousness, when I committed a series of small digital thefts, so that I would have the funding for this date. Yes, the others expressed that I shouldn't tell people that, but I... Goodbye, Organic.
Oh, hi. I'm Samos. What's your name? That's, I shouldn't be here. I'm sorry. This is my first time even leaving my home planet. Oh, you want to know more? Well, I'm from Whooped. It's a farming planet, mostly. I didn't really get around much. There wasn't really anywhere to go. There were only a few other people within a reasonable distance, so I made friends with them and settled. My best friend was always a little more outgoing than me. They met someone with Xethon and insisted that I try it out. I didn't really know what to expect. So, do you go to other planets often? I'm sorry if I don't seem very attentive. I've never met this many new people this fast. I'm a little overwhelmed. Thank you. That means a lot. Oh, bye.
Another candidate. I will get straight to the point. I am Cthulhu, and I am looking for a mate. Love is optional, and your species' method of reproduction doesn't matter. My people are incredibly fertile. Any genetic sample when consumed properly would suffice, whether that be a reproductive fluid, blood, or just a little flesh. To further entice you, I would be willing to partake in any mating or courting rituals, long and short term. That is, if you are favorable, genetically speaking. Yes, favorable. I have a few questions. Is your species avian? Do you have less than 44,000 chromosomes in your genetic singularity? How do you, personally, approach caring for a child? All good. Should you pick me, I can promise my monogamy and at least 16 children. Consider it. Well, hey there. How are you? That's great. I'm doing pretty well myself. I'm Puvu. My people live for an incredibly long time, and my ninth partner died a number of years ago. I've mourned and moved forward, and as always, my manor has been so lonely without someone to share it with, so I'm looking for number 10. Yep, manor. I'm the head of a rather large corporation, but don't think I'm an easy paycheck. I've got a sixth sense about false sincerity. But that's enough of my talk. I want to hear about you. I think I've got a question that'll say a lot about you. Why don't you tell me what shape you think best represents happiness? You are an interesting one, aren't you? I wonder... Well, that's all our time. Nice meeting you. Hi there. Hello. I made a little mistake being here. My friends signed me up for this as sort of a prank. You see, I have already got a partner. I'm not looking for love, so I've just been trying to make friends. I'm Huawei. What's your name? Like the president? Huh, that must be fun. Hey, what do you think of Yefe Ball? Oh, well, I personally love the game. Watch it, play it, everything. I've even got an original Yefe Ball. Oh, you must not be a diehard Yeffer. You see, when the Yeffians invented Yefe Ball, they made about 2 million balls out of authentic Yef leather. Between the demand for more Yefe balls and the rather short-sighted nature of the Yeffians, they accidentally killed the last of the Yef-Yefs, whose fur is essential to making original Yefe balls. Since then, the Yeffians have had to make Yefe balls out of Wef-Wef fur, not Yef-Yef fur, but the original Yefe balls are much better for Yef.
That concludes the 9th dating candidate. You are now allowed to use your appendages to select up to 3 dates. A first choice, second choice, and third choice. If your first choice does not select you, you may move on to your second, and then your third. Alternatively, you can leave one or more places unselected if you did not like any of the dating options. If all your options did not choose you, then you will be sent in for another round of the speed data. Please make your selection in the next 5 minutes. Thank you for choosing Xethon Dating Service. Xethon, for when love is too hard.